Hello friends, today our topic is rules and regulation of handball. Rules means control or principle governing conduct, and along with regulation, the action or process of regulating or adjustment of a relationship between a part and a whole is called of handball. Handball is a team sport in which two teams of 7 players each team pass a ball using their hands with the aim of throwing it into the goal of the other team is called handball. Few rules and regulations of handball are as listed below. Few means a small number. Rules means control or principle governing conduct, and along with regulation, the action or process of regulating or adjustment of a relationship between a part and whole is called of. Handball is a team sport in which two teams of 7 players each team pass a ball using their hands with the aim of throwing it into the goal of the other team is called handball. Listed below means marked as under. Handball is played between two teams of 12 players. Out of 12 players, 7 are playing players and 5 are substituting players. Means each team has 12 players, 7 are playing players and 5 are additional players. That substituting players take place on the field according to the rules of the game. According to new rules, the team consists of 16 players. Out of 16 players, 12 players team is enlisted on the score sheet. Means as stated by the current principles, the each team comprising of 16 players, and before the match 12 players are entered in the score sheet, 7 playing players and 5 substituting players. The main aim of the game is to score more and more goals than opponent team. Having after the goal scored, the game restarts from throw off from the center line. Means having the intention of achieving more and more goals on the opponent team. When goal scored, the game start again and throw off again taken from the center line means halves of the two court. The main aim of the game is to score more and more goals. The game is played into two halves of 30 minutes for men and 25 minutes for women with 10 minutes rest in between two halves. Means the time duration for men in handball is 70 minutes. Two halves of 30 minutes and 10 minutes is interval or rest is there. The time duration for women is 60 minutes. Each half is 25 minutes and 10 minutes is rest. A player can use both hands while catching or throwing the ball. Means in handball the players can use their both hands for catching and throwing the ball to another player. If the ball is in the hands of player, he can throw, pass, dribble, hit, move with the ball and catch the ball with hands or arms but never with their feet. Means at the time when the ball is in the hand of player, he can throw, pass. When the ball goes out of bounds and is taken from the point at which the ball bent off. Dribble means the ball is pressed to the floor with one hand with spread and slightly bent fingers. When the ball bounces up again, it is received as low as possible and is in kind of way drawn up in a soft movement. Hit means only the front or back of the hand are allowed to hit the ball. Move the ball means a player can run with the ball for 3 steps maximum. The players can hold the ball with hands or arms, but as per rules, he cannot use his feet to hold the balls. The game starts with a throw off from the center line by the team who win the toss. Means a throw off is taken by a team that wins the coin toss and chooses to start with the ball. Following a whistle, the ball is passed from center court to a teammate and play begins. The goalkeeper is allowed inside the goal area during penalty throw. Means during penalty throw, only goalkeeper is permitted to remain inside the goal area. The penalty shot is thrown from a mark at a distance of 7 meters from the goal. In penalty throw, a player is allotted to score a goal through direct throw into the goal center. Each team must stay in their own half of the court before the start of the game. Means the player took their positions in their own court while starting the game. The player throwing must one foot in contact with the center line until the ball leaves his hands. Means when the player throw the ball, his foot contact should be remain with the center line till ball released from his hand. There are number of violations like double drill, kicking the ball, running with ball for more than 3 steps falls, or like pull hit the ball to opponents, then free throw awarded to the opponent players. Means large number of actions of committing mistakes against rules such as double dribbles. Means handball players cannot receive the ball and bounce it, then hold the ball and bounce it again. This is termed double dribble and is against rules. Kicking the ball, if the player knowingly kick the ball with the foot, that is against the rules. Player cannot run more than 3 steps without dribble the ball and cannot thrash opponent players. The players also cannot obstruct the opponent player with arms or legs to catch pass in front of opponent. Due to this reason, opponent player awarded a free throw. The ball is thrown from a line of 9 meters away from the goal. A player who keeps the ball in his hand shall not take more than 3 steps while holding the ball. A player should not hold the ball without dribble for a more than 3 seconds. Means as per the rules, the handball player cannot take more than 3 steps while ball is in his custody. A player also cannot hold the ball without bounce more than 3 seconds. A substitute player is only allowed with the consent of referee and table officials. Means a substitutions can be made with the permission of referee who has authority to conduct the game and table officials who can also permit. Then the substitutions can be possible. The player to be substituted and enter from the area of substitute restraining lines of if other players has moved out the field. Otherwise 2 minutes suspension will be given to the substituted players. Means outside of a long edge of the court to both sides of the middle line or the substitutions area for each team. The substituting players enter an other player to leave the ground within 2 minutes. If the rule is not followed, then the 2 minute suspension is given to the substituting players. A penalty throw is awarded from 7-meter line. This penalty throw is awarded when defending players intentionally obstruct the opponents from the behind or by blocking dangerously while player is throwing towards goal. Means penalty throw is awarded in handball when denying a clear scoring opportunity with an infringement. Handball sanctions, depending on the seriousness of the offense, the referee can award players with either a yellow card that indicates the warning, and suspension means 2 minutes sitting outside the ground, or a red card means a dismissal from the match. The goalkeeper alone defends the goal whereas opponents throws the ball behind 7-meter mark. Rest of the players has to stand behind 9-meter line or free throw line. Means the handball goalkeeper is the most defensive player of his team. His main task is to prevent the other team from scoring the goal. The goals are surrounded by a 6-meter zone where only the defending goalkeeper is allowed. The 6 players stand behind a 9-meter line or free throw line. 2 minutes suspension is given to a player when player misbehaves with the referee or unsportsman acts to opponents. Manhandling the opponents, intentional obstructions from behind, repeated obstructions in spite of warning or yellow card. Means according to handball rules, 2 minutes suspension when the player intentionally not behaving the rules, pull or thrash the opponent player, and knowingly create obstacle from the behind of the opponent player. If he do like these activities regularly, then yellow card means warning given to the players. Thanks and have a nice day.